Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Fate Extra Last Encore, which is on episode 6. Now, this episode right here, it seems like to me the next kind of opponent is a little surprising. I never expected to see her in this series at all. I mean, I thought she originated from freaking FGO or Fate Grand Order, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would know what I'm talking about if you know the Fate franchise and if you're playing the game. So if anything else, let's go. We had to it that the opening of this episode starts off with Hakan talking to some little girl and says, "Well, it looks like the third round just ended right now." And of course the girl was trying to tell Hakuno not to leave, don't leave me all alone, and then Hakuno's like, "I'll be back once I get the Holy Grail. That I will promise, okay?" And therefore she says, "Okay, I'll be waiting," and then it plays the opening. And we have to it that Hakuno, Rin, and Saber arrives right into the the next floor, which looks cartoony or some kind of children's world or something. I'm pretty sure if you even watched the episode, you would know what I'm talking about. And we have to it that that they kept walking and exploring around to see what's going on. Like I said, it looks like a children's world or a cartoon background or appearance of the floor, apparently. And we had to it that when they reach a certain point, Hakuno ends up seeing a young girl, surprisingly, and it was the same one that was shown at the beginning. But apparently we have to that these two seem to get along somehow. It involves about these two about talking to each other, playing hide and seek, and then we have to that this little girl talks about how she was left alone and she had to deal with a lot of pain and she's just a cyber ghost or something. And eventually it came to a point where she did turn into a cyber ghost, which Rin was talking about it with Hakuno, which I didn't pay much attention to, something involving them being bugs or possibly a virus in the Seraph system whatsoever. And apparently we see to it that things kind of gotten a little hectic for the time being when after Hakuno decides to leave the little girl and go on to a certain situation where he'll have to take care of something. And apparently we have to it that Rin ends up having to talk to what's her name again? Amare, I think. I think that's what that pink hair girl's name was that appeared in this episode. I'm pretty sure she appeared at the beginning, which I don't remember much about her, but her name is Amare, which apparently means scraps in Japanese or something. Of course, Rin just had that kind of lightheadedness of a vision, and Hakuno has a vision with having to talk to Amare, the pink-haired girl, involving why she cannot run away or why she has to keep going or something, which I'm just trying to wonder. I wonder what's going on here exactly. But apparently we have to it that the little girl or child or something that played with Hakuno or something warns them about a certain monster, and we have to it that they did defeat the monster, but all of a sudden they go back in time, which apparently starts at the beginning. And we have to it that Rin says there's something about this world that's making everything to be like a story itself forever. And the only thing I know who's capable of doing that kind of ability is a noble phantasm, and it's belonging to someone called Nursery Rhyme. And I just go well, I should have known. That looked really familiar, not to mention the voice actor itself. And apparently we have to it, they go I think this master on the floor or whatsoever wants this to continue forever. Just keep going and going and going endlessly. So it looks like to me Hakuno and the others are pretty much stuck in a freaking loop that has a story that keeps going on forever, and that's the reason why a lot of people might have taken shelter, which at the bottom floor, which they talk about apparently, because this monster right here is every time you kill it, you go back at the beginning, and a day just gone by already. And what felt like a minute felt like a minute felt like a couple hours or something. So someone on that floor is literally messing with time itself in that floor, making it go endlessly, stopping, going, etc. So I do not know what the cause is, but I may have a good clue, which I will not have to explain here. Just that hint alone is just enough. But, you know, that little girl right there, I never expected to see her in the series at all. But I'm pretty sure those of you guys who played the game Fate Grand Order or even played the game of Fate Extra itself would know what I'm talking about. I never thought she actually originated from this series and then having to... Yeah. Anyways, like I said, Hakuno, Rin, and Saber are just exploring the floor. Hakuno meets a little girl, talks to her. Rin and Hakuno has the same vision with that pink-haired girl, Amare or something, which means scraps in Japanese. And then they take out a monster, and apparently that monster, every time you defeat it, you go back to the beginning where you started. And it's like 1 day passed already. So they're going to have to figure out how to let them get out of that floor. But at the beginning of this episode, like I said, it kind of like spoiled a bit of what's to come. Because like it looks like Hakuno beat in the 3rd round or something and ends up ascending to the next floor, but promising to like the little girl that he will come back for her after he gets the grail or something. So yeah, that's about it. Don't know what's going to happen next, but until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm out for Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Doo-doo-doo!